Good morning. Today I'm excited to introduce a new initiative in Chautauqua County called Friends of the Sheriff. Joining me today is Carrie Smith, the Chautauqua County Motor Vehicle Administrator, and her son Garrett, as well as Captain Mike Ross. This initiative is about building trust and promoting safety. By giving our deputies and other law enforcement tools to better understand individuals with special needs before arriving on a scene, we can reduce anxiety and prevent situations from escalating. We want every interaction between law enforcement and the community to be safe and as respectful as possible. We've picked the month of April to begin this program since it is Autism Awareness Month. There are many adult drivers who are living with autism. A driver's physical movements or verbal responses, which would normally be appropriate during a traffic stop, may be beyond the autistic driver's control. There have been some unfortunate instances where during a traffic stop of a person with autism, the officer has misinterpreted the driver's movements or the driver's failure to appropriately respond to requests or to directions. This has sometimes led to an escalation of the situation and resulted in a bad outcome. To address this problem, law enforcement agencies around the country have recently begun adopting the Blue Envelope program. They are encouraging drivers with autism to obtain a blue envelope in which the drivers can keep their license, registration, and insurance card or other relevant documents. And then a police officer would normally request upon a traffic stop. In this way, when the police officer sees the blue envelope, the officer is immediately alerted to the driver's autism and can adjust his or her own actions and reactions to fit that situation. The Friends of the Sheriff's program invites caregivers to voluntarily share key information about individuals in their household with special needs, such as sensory sensitivities, triggers, or calming techniques. This information is securely entered into the Sheriff's Office computer-aided dispatch system and flagged to alert responding officers. To visually support this program, the Sheriff's Office has created a distinctive 4x4 decal which will be provided up to 3 per household, but only after the application form is submitted. The sticker looks like this. These decals can be placed on the rear driver's side window of a vehicle, the front door, or mailbox to discreetly notify first responders that someone in the home or vehicle may have special needs. Residents can currently participate by filling out a physical form at the Sheriff's Office or requesting the form through email, providing information such as the individual's name, address, and special needs, any sensory issues, and vehicle details. Later, a digital form will be available on our Sheriff's website and our mobile app, allowing for easier access and submission. Once a form is received, decals will be distributed by mail, picked up at the Sheriff's Office, or delivered by patrol based on the resident's preference. And information collected will be securely stored and accessible to dispatch and law enforcement for future calls to the location. This initiative is being implemented in tandem with a statewide Blue Envelope program, as mentioned, as a program with the New York State Sheriff's Association. Blue envelopes are provided to the drivers with special needs to keep important vehicle and personal information and should be handed to officers during the traffic stops for roadside interactions. Our hope is that the 2-part system of visual alert and a data-driven preparation helps us approach each situation with compassion and understanding. This program is an invitation to partner with us in creating a safer outcomes for everyone. And our blue envelopes also include information for the driver, steps that they can take to keep themselves safe, keeping their hands on their steering wheel, reminding the individual drivers that there may be flashing lights or maybe flashlights going, advising them when the officer approaches the car to let the officer know that they have a blue envelope. And there's some other suggestions. And then on the back side of the envelope is information for the officers, advising them of some details that they can take, some steps that they can take to make the interaction safer for everyone involved, as well as emergency contact for the driver of the vehicle or the occupants in the vehicle. So, and we're excited to get this started. We've sent information to each police agency in Chautauqua County, and we will be sending it out to all the fire departments in Chautauqua County as well. So with that, are there any questions?
How do you get the blue envelopes again?
The blue envelopes and the application for the Friends of Sheriff at this time can be obtained from our office by contacting Riva Cusimano at 716-753-4900. And in the near future, we hope to have it on our website as well as our mobile app. Okay.
So it's an application, you can't just automatically get one?
Correct. We want the application that shows the voluntariness, so when we're putting the information in our CAD system, again, all that information is voluntarily shared, and we don't want to have the stickers out on cars and then officers not knowing, the people not in the cars not knowing. So we would also ask anybody who puts a sticker on the car, if they sell the car or change cars, to remove that sticker.
Do you know of any other counties that also have this program?
The blue envelope is really starting across the country, but there are several sheriff's offices in New York State that are doing the blue envelope program. The Friends of the Sheriff, there are a few that have expanded the blue envelope. I'm thankful for my friend, DeSoto Parish Sheriff's Office down in Louisiana, who I believe developed the Friends of the Sheriff program and shared that with me.
Do you know of any in Western New York that are using it yet?
There are similar programs. I believe Niagara County and Erie County have similar programs that are doing this, and we're promoting to all sheriff's offices in the state to implement the blue envelope program. Any questions from our Zoom audience?
Yes, Sheriff, this is Julia from WRFA. I have a question, understanding that this is a good program for those who are neurodivergent, have autism and things like that, but do deputies or officers receive any kind of training for how to, effectively communicate and work with those who are neurodivergent or have autism?
Yes, we, at our Sheriff's Academy in across New York State, there's a requirement to deal with individuals in crisis or mental health calls. And part of that is working with individuals with autism. We also have the crisis intervention team training that is conducted that goes into even more detail. Part of this program, we will be sending out documents and other information to the officers and first responders on some tips and clues on how to better interact. But we will continue to have training and programs to better deal with those who are in crisis.
Thank you.
Sure.
Do you need any doctor's notes or any sort of medical forms in order to receive the blue envelopes?
No, we do not. All right, no further questions. I do want to thank Carrie and Garrett for joining us, and I know this is a school break, so for Garrett to take some time out of his break and Carrie to be here to support the program and the initiative, we're very appreciative. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
How is Garrett's name spelled?
It's Garrett. Two R's, two T's. That's okay.
I had one T.
Oh,
I had the two
man.
R's.